Guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be doing a workout. We're going to be making edible cookie dough. And then I'm also going to do a little bit of a chat about body image. So stay tuned. Hi guys, we're going to be doing an upper body session today. So all we have is 4 exercises and it's going to take you 10 minutes to complete. So super quick workout. Let's get our upper body worked. We'll try and do all the different muscle groups in those 4 movements. So to start off with, we're going to be supersetting 2 exercises at once. You're going to have 30 seconds worth of work and then 20 seconds rest. And then you'll do 30 seconds of the second exercise and then another 20 seconds rest. And you'll repeat that 4 times. So once you've done that 4 times, then you'll go on to the next set of 2 exercises. So we have our floor press and we're also going to have our bent over row. So that's going to be working our chest and our back muscles, but with all the other upper body muscles incorporated as secondary muscle groups as well. Let's go. So with our floor press, we're going to have our elbows really close to our body at all times, and you're just going to be going straight up overhead with those dumbbells and then straight back down. So you're working your chest and your triceps. Second exercise is our bent over row. So you're just hinging over your hips, bending down, sticking your hips back, and from there keeping your elbows nice and tight as you go up for your bent over row. For the second 2 exercises, you can choose to go down a little bit in the weight if you like. If you only have 1 set of dumbbells, it just means you may get less reps out in the 30-second block. So our second 2 exercises are going to be our bicep curl into a shoulder press and our tricep kickback. Bicep curl into a shoulder press, you're just going to be starting at the bottom of the bicep curl, up, turning your palms to face the front of the room, and then turning them back to face you as they come down into finishing that bicep curl. And our second exercise is our tricep kickback. So again, similar to the bent over row, you're going to be softening your knees, hinging over your hips from the elbow. You're just going to be moving this part of the arm to go back. All right, fam, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. We're going to make the most delicious and tasty and high protein edible cookie dough you've ever experienced in your life. What I've got here is our high protein cottage cheese. I've got some maple syrup, so I'm using a sugar-free maple. You can use whatever one you like. Also some vanilla essence in there too. We've got coconut flour, we've got protein powder, vanilla flavored, and we've got sugar-free chocolate chips. But you know what? Use whatever chocolate chips you like. Let's do this. You won't even believe how easy the method is. All we're gonna do is blend up our cottage cheese, our high protein cottage cheese, with our maple and vanilla. Pour it in. We're just gonna blend this up until smooth and then mix in the other ingredients. Simple as. Even just that on its own, it tastes so good. Guys, once that's all nice and smooth, we're literally just going to mix it all together. We're going to empty out this into a bowl. All right, we're literally just mixing the dry ingredients. Oh, yes. All right, let's mix it all up. See how much of it I can spill. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Literally, look at it. All we've got to do now is just sit it in the fridge for a few hours to set, and this is going to be an amazing dessert tonight. I'm excited. Are you going to try it? Please let me know if you do in the comment section. But I'm going to have a little taste test now. That's what I'm talking about. That is some good cookie dough. high in protein. Like, what? How amazing. All right, I'll sit it in the fridge because it's probably gonna taste even better soon. Guys, I am not even kidding. This is so good. You've gotta try it. Hey guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode so far. I just wanted to end this episode by going through something that I just feel like a lot of people will really benefit from. So I really wanted to chat about goal setting because it is so important. When you have a goal set, like that's like the starting point. That's like the firm foundation that you're then going to make all your decisions from, and you're going to be creating habits to try and reach that goal. And I just think a lot of the times people set really unrealistic or unmaintainable, let's just say that's a word, I don't know if it is or not, but unmaintainable goals. So they're setting themselves up for failure before they even begin. What I really want to chat about is actually having realistic goals. It happens so often when I get new clients in and they say to me, Rhea, like I used to be a size 8 and now I'm a size 10 and all I want to do is just get back down to a size 8. And I usually dig a little bit deeper and I ask like, oh, like how old were you when you were that size? Like, was that before you had kids? Was that like all these sort of questions come up just so that I can have an idea of whether or not it's even like achievable or maintainable or realistic, the goal. A lot of the times people have unrealistic goals of getting down to a certain body weight, and I think it just steals joy away from life. I think when we have unrealistic goals, we try so hard to get them, we're bogged down because it's just so hard to do. We may feel like we're getting there sometimes, but it's so draining on us and it just changes who we are in the inside, and we realize that it's just a struggle, and so we feel defeated and then we give up, and then it's just kind of like a roundabout kind of thing. So I guess what I really want to chat about is how you can make your goals realistic and achievable. A few questions would be like, how do I know if my goal is achievable or not? I think it's why it's really important to work with a health coach. If you have like a weight loss goal or a muscle gain kind of goal or some sort of fitness goal, I think it's really important to work with someone who has had years of experience in that field and can really give you advice and like give you at least like options on how to get there. And they can also help you to set goals as well. But the first thing I usually want to ask my clients is why. Like if they have a certain goal that they have and they tell it to me, I'm like, why? Why is that your goal? So a lot of the times people are like, okay, I want to lose 10 kilos. I'm like, okay, why is that your goal? Like, why do you want to lose 10 kilos? And they usually say like, I want to feel better. I want to have more energy. I want to be able to run around with the kids. And I'm like, okay, they're really good goals. So instead of thinking, okay, I want to lose 10 kilos and then starting a meal plan and realizing how hard it is to do it, and you realize that you thought the road was going to be short and you're going to get there really soon, but it's actually a really long road, and you just set yourself up for failure because you're like, wow, I totally feel defeated straight away. So if my clients say, okay, I want to lose 10 kilos so that I have more energy and all of that kind of stuff, I say, okay, let's concentrate on getting you more energy. So what sort of good foods can we incorporate into your day? How much sleep are you getting a night? How many hours a week do you work? What is your eating timing like? Because that's often a thing that people start to deflate on their energy because they just don't have time to prep snacks or meals to take to work, etc. We can start from them. We can be like, okay, so your goals for this week are to get this amount of sleep per night, to turning the TV off at 8 p.m. instead of 10 p.m. so that you can have some non-screen time before you go to sleep. It could be drink more water, let's drink 6 glasses of water today because you usually only drink 2, and that is probably why you're feeling like you're getting headaches. Set your alarm 3 times this week to go to the gym, or it could be set your alarm 5 minutes earlier every single day to write in your journal so that you're like setting yourself up for the day. There could be heaps of little goals, and I feel like having little goals like that are really achievable, it gives us this sense of accomplishment, and then we're able to tackle those big goals. So once we've put those little goals into place, then we can actually set a timeline on that 10 kilogram loss. So instead of thinking, okay, I'm gonna achieve that within a month, let's set a really realistic time frame, one that you're not going to have to fully just change your whole life in 1 week to reach. But let's look at it realistically and try and set you up with tasks and habits that you build to reach it in a way that's maintainable. So it's not just going to like fully change your life. It might be like just a couple of habits that you introduce. Slowly but surely you're going to reach that goal. So I just think sometimes we have really unrealistic expectations. We live in a society where we want things and we want things now. We want everything now, super fast. And it's like, no, 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 no. That kind of thing is never maintainable. I've seen so many people lose like 10 kilos in a couple of months. And then I see them like a month later and they're like, I've just gained it all back on again. And I'm like, no, it's because you spent that little bit of time living in a way that you cannot maintain for the long term. So that little bit of time you're really strict, you didn't eat takeaway, you did all these things, you probably cut out all your favorite food groups at the same time. So don't get me started on that. That is a topic for another day because everything in moderation. But yeah, you did all these things and you realized I can't maintain this forever. And now you've just gone back to your old way of living. Whereas you could have set some really realistic goals and had time frames in place where you slowly but surely create new habits that help you to get to that end point of losing 10 kilograms. It might take you a year. It might take you 2 years. There's probably going to be lots like little bits of backsliding here and there, but that long-term goal is in sight. And all these little tiny goals that you're achieving in the short term just build you up. They build you up. They make you excited. They make you realize that you are capable to just endure the long race. You know, it's not a sprint, it's an endurance run. That's what healthy lifestyle changes should be. It's an endurance run. It's like running a marathon. It's not running a 100-meter sprint. I'm going to delve into this a little bit deeper another time, but this is the end of this week's little chat on goal setting. Hopefully it helped you guys a little bit or a lot. Please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, do all those things to this channel because I've set my goal to help as many people and inspire as many people to live their healthiest and best life. And this is at the moment my way of doing that. So hopefully it helped you. And if you think it can help any friends or anyone else, please make sure that you share it with them. But hope you guys have an amazing weekend and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please make sure that you like, comment, you subscribe, share it if you want to. And if there's certain things or topics that you want me to discuss or go through on this channel, please let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. But otherwise, I'll see you next week. Bye.